Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Bama Standard, and we're coming to you live from TDA, our first day. We are brought to you, as always, by Workspace Solutions and Oakmont Financial Partners, LLC. I'm your host, Justin Riley. With me, as always, is all-SEC linebacker Marvin Constant, comedy legend Steve Brown, and senior analyst of Touchdown Alabama Magazine, Stephen M. Smith. What's up, fellas?
It's two of us. It's two Stephen M's. I'm the one. I'm the one that get a bad stats. He the one that give the real good stats.
What's your prescription, Steve?
So right now, Alabama coach Nick Saban is now 100. He's won 100 games and he's lost 432. But we're struggling right now, but we're gonna be okay.
I heard that we were looking at Stillman's coach as a possible replacement. Any truth to that, Stephen? Too.
That is true. We are getting some of Stillman coaches who are the contract is saying that if we do get these coaches, they can still keep their part-time job. So some of them will be on the field with Walmart smocked on, and yeah. So yeah, third quarter they got to go to work. So, but other than that, we good.
They got to go to work in the third quarter.
Got to go to work in the third quarter. So
got to go to work in the third quarter. But no worries.
At Brookwood in the coal mine.
Yeah.
But no worries. We got a temp staff that's going to take care of us in the fourth quarter. So no worries. Well, guys, glad to have y'all in on our first episode, man. The chat is already filling up. If you're in the chat right now, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. Show us some love.
That is. Like and subscribe. Get that algorithm pumping.
That's it.
We want you here.
Steve, what you over there chewing on? That's just your dentures.
Hey man, don't do that. Hey man, listen, don't do that. Don't start.
He got them graham crack, them s'mores going. You know, graham cracker s'mores going.
Hey man, I'm surprised that you can. I'm surprised you can see this, Stephen M. I'm surprised you can see what I'm eating. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in to the Bama Standard, if you're new to us, I just want you guys to know that Marvin always does his broadcast with no bottoms on. So
we're a very open community here.
Yeah. So
no judgment.
Justin, that's one. Yeah,
Marvin is doing his broadcast with no bottoms. Yeah.
And about 30 minutes into the show, he will apply baby oil. So do not get freaked out, y'all.
That's right.
This is normal for us. Hey, Stephen M., we got a couple of guests in the waiting room that need to be brought out to the craziness. If you would, man, bring these guys in. I know the crowd's ready to see them.
Oh, absolutely. So we got two guys that were two of the, originators of the Nick Saban era. Coach Saban came in 2007, and these two brothers got the heat going. They got the party thumb. So we're going to start this thing off with a defensive back that was just a monster. Back that will pick six you, then take a punt for a touchdown, then take a kickoff back for a touchdown, lock up your best receiver, a national championship. We're talking about the pride of South Florida, Tampa time. Javier Arenas in the building, baby. We got Big Javier in the building.
Yeah, I found out that the reason Javier is wearing shades because he is cockeyed now. I don't know if it's older age. His ass has gotten cockeyed. I don't know what happened. So
it happened when he was in Atlanta.
It's Florida Sun, Steve. Come on. This is Florida Sun.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. Okay. Go with the next guest.
And now, our other esteemed guest, one of the fast running backs in the running back room to start that Nick Saban. I mean, he was quick cat. Fast lightning, guy that can dust you up a little bit, getting up and down that field, scoring some touchdowns. We got Terry Grant in the house right now. Show some love for Mr. Grant in the building.
What up, Terry?
Mr. Grant right now.
What up, fellas?
I want you to know, Terry, when I played with Alabama, first team on college football, the college football game, your average was a 72. But yeah, I just wanted you to know that. But anyway, yeah.
Hey, man. Hey,
You
listen.
wasn't that fast on the game.
Hey, before we get started, man. So, I didn't finish school originally because, my niece situation and I was dealing with other stuff. So I went back to school in 2008, 2009 to finish my last year of school. I ain't gonna call Javier
Can't hear nothing.
about
Can y'all
the
hear
class
me?
we took together that he almost got me kicked out of. I don't even know if you remember that or not. Javier, you remember that, Javier?
I think Hob is on a flip phone, so I
think he. Steve, I think he's on Bo's phone from last week.
So I was having an issue with two young ladies in the class.
Oh, that's what it is.
Of Caucasian descent, okay? They reeked of Dad's American Express card. You understand what I'm saying? And Hob wasn't making it no better. He just sitting there talking crap and laugh. Like, it was like it went downhill fast. Hob almost got me kicked out of school upon my return early in the trip.
Man, he had no comment. He just took off. Are you sure it's Javier? It was the reason why you almost got kicked out of the school?
Oh, I am 100% positive it was his ass.
You sure it wasn't those?
So that explains how you ended up finishing at Shelton State. But congratulations though.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on. Hey, Hob, you here?
Yeah,
Hob, you there?
yeah.
I'm telling them about that time you almost got me kicked out of class when I came back to school in 2009 in that communications class. I don't even know if you remember that or not.
Hey, hold on. But let me preface this. I don't even know what you're about to say. But I'm going to preface it with, I was a real good student. Real good student.
Hey, you remember the two white chicks in the class was giving me hell on that group project, and we was going at it with the professor, and you was just sitting over there instigating the whole time. And I'm just looking at you like, man, shut up! You making it work.
Oh wow! You know what? I found out it was somebody else in that class with y'all too. I think Ben Davis was in that class.
That was his first freshman year.
I think he was a sophomore at that time. He was a sophomore. He was a sophomore.
Hey,
You know what? Speaking of transfers, you know what? My mind was right. We're gonna get into what Javier's doing. We're gonna get into what Mr. Grant's doing. But my mind was right about this kid. What's the guy name that went to Texas now?
Ajay Hall.
He's out at Texas. What's going on? Can you give us some insight, Steve? Oh, he's gonna give us some good news. He done pulled them glasses up and wiped his face. So go ahead.
The Lynn Crafters 4000. He's got them on.
Oh hell.
Okay, y'all. So this crazy. So Hall commits to Texas, right? So he commits, and he has this whole stuff about Alabama fans not being loving enough, and now all of a sudden he has scrubbed the Texas stuff off his social media, and you got Texas people saying he wasn't even enrolled to begin with. I'm like, what in the world going on here?
Yeah. Wow.
Hey, real quick before we get into that, I got to shout out Jimmy Clay and Gucci Tide for donating in the super chat. We appreciate the love, fellas. Now we can pay Steve's Pornhub account, so we appreciate that.
Yeah. Or get Steve and them some contacts. Yeah, that'd be cool. But you know what? Knowing Steve and them, he's such a diva. He'll probably come on the next show with some blue contacts on. You know how he do.
Man, blue
put on
contacts.
contact.
Paul.
He put on contact. He gonna like Kermit the Frog.
Yes.
This episode is brought to you by the letters F and U.
All right, let's get into it.
Hey, first of all, Terry.
I gotta check on my man Terry. He came and worked out with me a few weeks ago. How you feeling, man? You all right?
Hey, I'm lovely now. After about 3 days, I had to recover from that one.
He came over here to the compound to get a workout in. He didn't realize what he was walking into.
But Terry, can you tell us this? I understand why it took you 3 days to recover. It took me about 3 days to recover too, because I just don't feel right working out with a grown man and he butt naked. I just don't feel right.
Especially when you're doing squats.
It took you 3 days to recover.
Stupid.
What you recovering from, that's called a clap, sir. That ain't that's
And then, hey, Terry, did he try to get you to spot him while he was doing squats? Please tell
Come
me.
on,
he did.
man. Come on.
Nah, he didn't do that, Steve.
Oh,
Yeah, he was all butt naked. I'm like,
There's not
Marvin,
even a
no, what
squat
are you
rack
doing?
in my gym, sir. Thank you.
Hey, but Terry, I gotta admit something, man. Until you showed up at Bama, and I'm from Mississippi, I had no idea that there was a Lumberton, Mississippi. You made them look good, bro.
Yeah, hey, if you spit on my town, everybody will drown how small it is.
You said Lumberton?
Lumberton, Mississippi.
I
Lumberton,
never heard of
Mississippi.
that.
It's south of Hattiesburg. It's about
Oh, wow.
50 minutes from New Orleans.
Okay. And you know what? Why is it every time when somebody got a small town, they try to name a major city to explain why they at? I mean, we about 50 minutes from New Orleans. We still don't know where it is, Ted.
Have you seen Friday the 13th? Yeah, that's where all that stuff happened.
For real?
No, let's go ahead and get into it. Fellas, I want to hear from both you guys. Y'all both played under Shula and then Saban. What was that transition like? I know it was crazy. Terry, we'll start with you, man.
For me, man, I didn't get to experience Shula much. He was like recruiting wise. I mean, that was much as on the field. I think Javier got to experience him a little more because I redshirted that year, so I didn't get a lot of the Shula experience. But that, as far as the transition for us work wise, the workload that we carried from him to Saban, it was day and night. I mean, it was like walking from definitely high school to NFL, like you missed the middle phase of college. But it was monstrous, man. That I can't even really put into context kind of what I had to go through to prepare my mind even to step into something like what Saban had prepared for us. But definitely worked it. We got a national championship under that 08-09 team, and everybody put in the work. But
Hey, Terry, I don't mean to cut you off. Listen, this is the Bama standard. That means you say whatever you want to say, and you feel however you want to feel. So stop being politically correct. Just say from the Shula era to the Saban the era. All you had to say is we went from losing to winning. That's all you had to say. That's all.
I didn't get much of the losing though under Shula. I think Javier got to put that one out there. He took a beating with that Shula team. So.
Man, Hobbs trying to get his 10,000 steps in for the day or something.
No, man. Listen,
Right? He's got his Fitbit on.
Listen. I just ran 3 miles a day. I'm almost at 600 miles this year. So
are you sneaking into the country? Are you trying to illegally cross the border or something?
Hey, you know they say he's from Cuba.
Is that why you're shooting going out? You down in the desert somewhere trying to sneak into America?
That's how y'all treat them. That's how y'all treat somebody who's trying to do right by their life. Stay healthy, work. That's how y'all treat.
No, you good. You're good, man. Hey,
Yeah,
hey, man,
it's cool.
I can help you out even more. Make sure you purchase Marvin's book. Get his book, but don't look at the pictures. Don't look at the pictures. Hell no. Don't look at the pictures. He got one with a nipple out and everything. We don't need to see that, Marvin. Just show us the book out.
Save that for the OnlyFans.
Marvin got a book out.
Yeah, Marvin got a book out. It's called Touching You. I don't know why. I don't know why he named it Touching You. No, but actually Marvin does have a book out. And the book is really good, man. The book is really good. Because I mean, I use some of the workouts, and if you can see one of my I got a man boob and I got a normal boob. So yeah, it's working out on my right side. It's really good.
MFR Jones says that Marvin's setting up his thirst traps.
Yeah.
Oh man, no.
Hey, so question, Javier. I know you were like the king of the punt returns and all that. So have you ever been hit really, really hard on a punt return to make you be like, okay, I ain't doing this no more?
Yes, sir. I saw it for myself.
Wow. He asked me. Why are you talking to me?
Hold on, time out. Terry, who did it? Terry, you tell us the story.
Hey, we was playing Hawaii, and he coming to our sideline. I'm talking about dude wiped him out. And that was the first time I ever seen Javier with glass eyes. I'm talking about couldn't see straight, didn't know where he was going. And I'm like, man, I ain't never seen my boy look like this.
Hey, he put them same shades on and walked.
So wait a minute.
Same shade.
So he came to the sideline going.
Wait,
He came to the sideline going, jang lang, jang lang.
Yeah, he was definitely cross-eyed.
so that's what we doing. That's what we doing.
Welcome to the show, brother.
Well, I tell you what, Steve. My freshman year, it was just, I think, becoming as good as I became at returning punts. It was it was a process. Like the first year, my freshman year, I was like, just catch the ball no matter what. Forget the fair catch. That's doing too much. I just need to catch it. And then took the licks and realized that they wasn't. If you think about it, man, the gunners running down to not field, but to cover the punt, they got to time it up just in time to hit you at full speed.
Right.
You know, if they're gonna be there too early, or they're gonna slow down too much and won't have enough steam, a head of steam to really lay into you. So after realizing that, you know, but to Terry's point, I took a beat in my freshman year, probably 3 or 4 times. But I got to the point to where I got up before the guy who hit me got up, you know, and I'm like, I'm still here, I'm rocking now. But it made me like much more confident catching the ball, which is the biggest thing back there, is, you know, getting the ball back. It made me a lot more confident. I catch the ball in traffic. People could be standing in front of I didn't took the worst hits. So yeah, I took a lot my freshman year, but I think it helped me become ultimately a good punt returner.
Hold on. Did you say catch the ball in traffic? Now I remember that because my stepdad used to have me catching the ball in traffic, and I never knew why.
He said eating all the Kool-Aid, drinking all the Kool-Aid, eating all the hamburger. That man was tired of you, man.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
He did it.
Yeah.
So I do have to ask for each of you, when was your first famous Saban chewing? When did he let y'all have it, and what happened to cause it?
I go first, D. My teammates used to make fun of me by saying I'm the only person that cussed himself out before Coach Saban got to him. So he never cussed me out. Like, I was just so tough on myself. You know what I mean? Like, one time, this is when he first got there. Yeah, we taking defensive reps, and I mess up. You know, I'm jogging to the sideline. Okay, coach cussed me out just a little bit. That might have been the one and only time he's ever cussed me out. And I'm jogging to the sideline. I said, man, I ain't gonna ever be able to get this shit. But I said it with a little bit of gusto. He came up behind me, and he was like, what the fuck did you just say? I was like, I ain't gonna ever be able to get this shit. He just smiled and walked away, and that was the last time he ever yelled at me, because he knew it meant a lot to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't have a real good Coach Saban going on for me story. Terry,
No, I didn't even know Coach Saban cursed. I could not believe that. Wow.
Such a good Christian man.
Come on.
Deacon at the church,
Hey, man.
everything.
We need to get Brian Ezel on this show one time.
Yes, we do.
Wow, so everybody can get cursed out.
Rob, y'all say Rob Ezel or?
Yeah.
Brian Ezel. You remember Brian Ezel?
Yeah, Ezel was the best
Imitator.
I seen do say.
Rob.
Ezel was true. Ezel was the truth. Ezel was
Yes,
straight
he
rock.
was.
Yeah.
Hey, Stephen M. A Plow Jargon wants to know, is that your bathroom door behind you? You streaming from the throne room?
Nah, you in the bathroom, dog. Nah.
Hey, this man is. Steven is about to get married, and his wife to be already putting him in the bathroom. Golly,
Nah, bro. Come on now. Nah.
But
This is door to go out.
Terry, same question to you, man. What was your first Saban chewing like?
Man, he got me with one of those ones that stopped practice. That make you want to quit. He cussed me out, man, so bad one day. I'm talking about. I think I was just having a day, man, where I didn't want to do anything, and we was doing up downs. We do up downs in the warm up, and I'm just feeling
Coach T.
terrible. And he ripped me apart. Started up down. Started the whole warm up process. I got the player. It was more embarrassing that the players were looking at me like, bro, come on, you got us starting over in 105-degree heat. And it just, I'm talking about, it was more them on me than him. But he followed me around practice literally for about 5 minutes, cussing me out. I'm talking about from one drill to the next. And I'm like, man, this I found it was like, this is enough. Like, leave me alone. Like, you got me. But that was probably the worst one I ever had from it.
Hey, man, you know what? I feel you. I feel you. Go ahead.
Terry, so Coach Saban never came back and said, my bad, man.
Never. He told me I can get my stuff and get off the team right now. He ain't never tell me, hey, I apologize, but we had our issues, man. Me and him, just on a different level. I felt like as a kid, because you still in a I guess a kid mindset coming from high school straight to college, and that transition haven't hit you yet. So I just felt like it was some room to grow. And when you come in Bama, it's not. You got to be on that grown man level. But that definitely shaped my whole career after that, though, for sure.
Hey, man, I feel you, man, because I got cursed out plenty of times. I think I was a fourth string on the practice squad, and I stayed getting cussed out. But I stuck it out. I got up to second string. I stuck it out.
Hey,
you got
to keep moving. You got to keep going.
Keep going, man. You got to keep going.
Steve, you couldn't even start on the scout team. Come on, man. You shooting bad. How you back up on scout team?
Hey man, I moved up. I went from fourth string to second string. At least they gave. I earned me a helmet. I earned a helmet. So stay out my business, player. Stay out my business. At least I ain't get hit hard by no Hawaiian dude. No why? Because I ain't had an opportunity.
Look at God. He delivered you.
I got to eat free steaks on the weekend with the team.
Hey, Terry, man, talk about your big debut, man. Your first game, you balled out. You had us thinking Heisman Trophy,
crazy.
Man.
That
You
was
went
crazy.
ballistic, man. Talk about that game and your mindset going into that season.
Man, I guess it was – I kind of knew it was going to be special for me when I did more I think it was because I started out, it was – you got to remember, it was Jimmy John's, it was Glenn, Coffee, Ken Dark. I started out behind all those guys, Rob Church. But so of course I was always third string, and I'm running against first team. But I'm blowing the first team out like every time we scrimmage. And
I ain't do that.
I'm assuming that like after my shoulder surgery, once that was kind of healed up all the way, and I felt like, all right, man, I'm gonna be that guy. I made up my mind that I was gonna start that following year. But it wasn't a surprise to me. I'm not on the cocky level. It was just like I knew what I could do personally on that field. So to come out with that steam behind me, I was already being doubted, too small.
Yeah, all of them were bigger than you. All of them were bigger than you, right?
Hobb, size-wise, was definitely bigger than me, but Hobb got on. He stocky, super stocky. Hobb about 200 pounds. I was weighing in about 190.
I built like one of them garden gnomes. I
don't. Hey, I just got a text from Nikita Stover. He said that you two used to argue every day about who was the fastest, and after every practice, y'all tried to race to see who was.
Man, that wasn't even a close race.
Hold up, bro. You ain't like T. Right? You said, nah, we ain't do that much. You ain't got to say it went close. That's like, come on, bro.
You talking about Nikita Stokes?
Yeah, Nikita Stover.
We talking about me and you racing after practice, right?
Yeah.
No, he talking about me and Javier?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought he was talking about racing him.
Oh, what you say? You blew the doors off Javier? Is that what you saying?
I don't think I ever raced
Yeah, I
Javier.
think he said that. You said it.
I heard him say that.
Did you
Guess
say
what?
you blew the doors?
Hey, Javier took them prescription shades off when he did that. He took
Uh-oh.
I wasn't talking about Javier.
Hey.
Only on the Bama standard will you get caught up into Bama beefs. Let's do it.
That's it. Hey, Steve, you got to remember, he got that speed from having to chase down raccoons down there in Lumberton. That's how they ate.
Yeah, and then he got that speed from Saban. He got that speed from Saban cussing his ass out. Yeah, right away. Yeah.
Got some Mississippi on Mississippi crime right here. Hold on.
That's okay. We'll be good at the family reunion.
Javi
Well,
Speed was
I thought Javi
self-motivated
fast, though.
because he was cussing himself out. So yeah, that's what's up.
How quick like a cat, man. I was more of a straight line runner though.
No, we ain't asked you that. Who was the fastest?
Oh, I know. I was faster than Hall, definitely.
Ooh.
At Bama.
Whoa,
That's-
whoa.
Okay, man. I'm not gonna say a lie. Yeah, he was faster than me. Yeah, he was.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Whoa.
Oh, my God.
He just, man, just took it.
Give it to him
Just
like
took
that.
it.
I would have lied. I would have said something.
Man, it wasn't many up there. It wasn't nobody when I was at Bama that could beat me in running.
But Nikita was fast too. I think you and Nikita raced out the practice one summer team. And
But you ain't. But,
did he beat you? Did he beat you?
I blew the doors off all them boys.
but how?
What's up?
You ain't supposed to admit it, Hoff. Next we gonna have Stephen M. Smith saying Steve Brown can see better than him.
Hey, man, don't do that.
Hold on now. What?
Wait.
We ain't doing
Hey.
this. We
I
ain't
got
doing this.
Uh-oh.
It don't matter to me. Hold on. It don't even
Uh-oh.
matter. It don't even matter to me, bro.
Stephen M was about to turn to Samuel L. Jackson. What the hell you say?
Hey, look, hey, now. Hold on.
Hold on. Baby, bring me a plaid shirt. They think I'm playing. Bring me a plaid shirt.
We got a question from the audience from Kenneth Sawyer. Fellas, do you think Coach Saban has gotten softer or still hard on the boys?
Well, being there with him for 4 years as an analyst, he's gotten softer. But I mean, that's just technically speaking. He's really kind of meeting them halfway nowadays. It's a different brand of kid that we're dealing with. You know what I mean? Just from the society that they're growing up in, the NIL deals. You know what I'm saying? It just gives them more options. The transfer at will. So you can't just be. He can't be as militant as he used to be, but the toughness is still in his schedule. Like how much we practice, just all the little details of the day. It ain't necessarily him just dog cussing everybody out every second. You're gonna get challenged through the schedule, through the type of practices that we have. So yes and no, he has gotten a little softer, like off the field. You know, he joke a little more, but nah, he's still Coach Saban.
Hey, Hoff, I got.
But how?
for you.
I mean,
Hoff.
but how? When did you see that it came to that? Like, at what moment did you see it came to that and getting a bit softer?
I got there in 2018, and I think, to me, with like the Pat Surtain, those guys, that class, not to try to pinpoint it. That's just kind of when I got there. Pat came the year after, so this is 2019. We're talking about, like even with Pat is probably he's the most ideal corner. Like anybody would love to have him in coaching. And Pat, and he was like that because he coached himself. Obviously, growing up, having his dad in the house, he knew a lot of things, so he could correct himself and coach himself. Coach would get on him every now and again, but not often. He just kind of let him do his thing. Didn't bother him too much. And I think his coach's understanding was, you don't want to bother that. You know what I mean? Knowing where he comes from, knowing his background. But when we was playing, it wasn't like that. It don't matter who you was. But I think that was because Coach Saban was just trying to implement he trying to instill something in us from jump. Everybody can get it basically the same. You know what I mean? Everybody. I'm holding everybody accountable. Like he used to dog cuss Kareem out. I'm over there getting cooked on the other side. He dog cussing Kareem out. You know what I'm saying? And Kareem was obviously a first round pick, a good player. Not comparing him to Pat, but I just think around that inching towards 2020, like around that time, maybe 17, 18, 19, things just kind of started to change with everything and just how you could talk to kids and stuff like that. So he kind of just met him halfway,
Because I kind of felt like Tua played a role in that.
That's a different dynamic because I ain't see. To be frank with you, that was the first time I seen Coach Saban equipped with a real solid quarterback. So I never saw how he dealt with it. He treated Greg like he treated us.
So you saying coaches? So you think coaches are still cursing kids out? Because I just got my coach from high school just called me collect and cussed me out for no reason.
That man wanted all the money back he gave you for lunch and everything else. You was the biggest bust of your high school. That man
Like,
want
sir,
all,
I ain't
everything they gave you, they want back 30 years later.
I'm like, sir, I ain't even getting the game, and y'all still doing this?
Man, I thought you made it right with him by signing a pair of Stacey Adams for him.
I did.
Well, Hob, I got a question for you. I remember when you went down as an analyst and you were in Tuscaloosa. So why don't you? What made you decide not to go to coaching full time?
Yeah, I think there was a couple of things, and the most glaring thing for me was the amount of time. You know, I said to myself, like, I want to coach, but I want to do it different. You know, I want to be as good and put in the amount of work, obviously, that it takes to have success. But at the same time, I ain't gonna be the one with that coach, that old school coach with my pants hiked all the way up, shirt tucked in, almost like Mike T, almost like Mike Tomlin. And that somebody laughing. That was my thought process going in, and I was able to do that. But sometimes they would make it hard for me because they understood that I was just different. But just not being around my kids, you know, I said, look, I can put the work that I need to put in, and this is how I manage my time, and I can still get home to see my kid. Now we're getting out there at 6 o'clock in the morning. We ain't leaving at 30 at night on a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Every single day, it's just like that. And if I was gonna get a job before some of those other guys in the room, I was gonna have to be. I was putting in the same work, but sometimes they would stay up there just to stay up there, just to be up there. Rightfully so. You get what I'm saying? But if it wasn't nothing for me to do, I'm out
Hob, you know, I'm gonna tell you, Hob, I know exactly how you feel because when I did it in 2009, man, those hours are brutal. Most people don't understand the hours that are being put in up there, man. And I said the same thing. I said that this was not going to be my life. I was not going to give football this much of my time. And then you got these people who didn't play football who are jockeying for position. And you're right. They're going to be there at 5 o'clock in the morning, staying to 11 or 12 o'clock at night to make it look like they're putting the work in just so they can outshine you because they know you played there and you got an advantage on them. But at the end of the day, man, I was like, yeah, now y'all can have these hours.
I know that, Marvin, and they are putting in the work. And I know you're not saying that they aren't putting in the work. They are putting in the work. But you know, I did an internship with the Steelers after my first year at Bama, and when I was talking to Art Rooney, the owner, we were just kind of conversating, and I think he wanted to know the difference between, you know, Alabama and Pittsburgh in particular. You know, because they both obviously championship caliber teams, a team and an organization. And you know, he said something to me that kind of summed it all up. He said. I was like, but
we lost.
Oh, he ran out of minutes. He ran out of minutes. Tune in next week when we find out.
Whatever he was about to say, God protected him. Yeah, whatever he was about to say, God protected him.
That's it. That's it.
That man had me on the edge of my seat, man. I was
Wait a
ready for
minute,
it.
hold on. Let me do my Stephen W. report, ladies and gentlemen. You just seen it live on the Bama Standard. It's just been struck by lightning, and hopefully he'll be all right soon. Thank you. All right.
Powerful news. While he's trying to jump back on, we got a couple of questions we got to get to in the audience. Pal Jogger has a question. In the early days, was there a feeling on campus with the team that Saban was starting something special in Tuscaloosa? And I'll piggyback off of that too. How close were we in 2007 to turning things around? Terry, I'll start with you.
Losing to Ly Monroe, we wasn't close at all. What you mean? How close were we?
I think that changing attitudes at that point. But Terry, go ahead and field that question for Plow
Y'all
Jogger.
owe me $100. I didn't have as much money as I have now back then, so I can only bet it. Y'all owe me $100. I take 50 from each one of y'all.
Yeah, man, it was. You kind of felt it. The definitely the change in it. Like you saw something coming. You knew it was going to be special. You saw the pieces kind of landing where they needed to land. I didn't understand that, you know, the system was going to change so much from from zone to power. None of that, but you just knew like who he was grabbing, what we was creating, the guys like. And I think our freshman class coming in with Hall, all of us spoke, and we was like, man, it's probably the best freshman class we got like ever had. We were just all bonding, and everybody kind of went together. Before that first year, you didn't have any of that. You didn't see nobody hanging out together or, going out together. But when we came in, it was kind of like a solid squad.
Hey, TG, you know when you on to something special, when y'all hanging out together and y'all getting in trouble together all the time. That's when you know you gonna have a good season.
Hold on.
Most definitely, Mark.
Hold on, Grant. So, how dope was Rolando McClain for real on that field in practice?
That dude was a monster. You talking about somebody 200? When he came in, he was like 275 pounds. Dude running like a 4.5. I'm talking about an animal.
Yeah, he was faster than Marvin.
Yeah, I ain't never seen somebody move that fast, that big, man. It was scary to see somebody that big coming at you, and you like at practice you can't hit them low. You pretty much know where you got to go up high with them. So it's a finesse game out there. Watching somebody at him, and even Dante. Dante was probably just as fast and just as good as him.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think something wrong with Dante because he don't never smile. I think he eat kids. I really believe that. Something's wrong with Dante. I mean, he's like
still playing, Steve.
Still playing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I think he eat people. I really do because
Steve.
He's big, he's healthy, he's strong, and still playing at age 47. I'm like, God, he's the only person.
Hold on. Steve, didn't you say you tried to tell a joke and he wouldn't laugh?
No, he wouldn't laugh. He looked at me. I'm like, oh, he's gonna eat my spleen. I'm like, let me get out of here.
Steve, did you hear that? Marvin's voice talking about he's still playing. I think he's got knee envy.
Yeah, Marvin, yeah. That's what's going on, Marvin.
That's too Justin. I'm telling you. Hey, you running out.
Question from the audience. Ty secondary with Jackson recovering from surgery. Do you see any freshmen making a push for top 2 corner spots behind the starters?
If they don't go to jail, I mean, yeah.
Hey, that's the sign you got a good team, Steve. When you got
exactly. We about to ball.
Hey, I'll say this. The one guy to look at, though, is Earl Jr. coming in here as a freshman from Florida. Depending on what he does. Now, the way he plays, it's like he's got some Pat Surtain the second because Pat Surtain Sr. coached him at American Heritage. But then you also got the folks that compare Earl Little to Minka, and then Little's dad played 9 years in the league. So depending on.
Well, let me say this. Anybody that comes in as a kid and his name is Earl, I'm sure he got some experience at something.
Yeah.
Hey, you right. Changing brakes.
Yeah.
That's what I was about to say.
Hey, man, Marvin, could you imagine coming to my house and I say, hey, man, meet my little kid. What's his name? Earl? What is he doing? He ain't never repairing the washing machine.
He got them 2 Newport fingers. You know, they hold that Newport. He got them 2 Newport fingers.
Hey, man, he in practice with a whole cigarette. Run zone.
Hey, out there running sprints, hitting the Newport.
Hey, man, he gonna get kicked off the team for blowing smoke and saving face. Like, you don't tell me.
2 fingers. He got them Newport fingers. I guess. Hey, with them short black fingernails, you know how.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, one game that kind of stands out to me for both you guys, the 2007 Tennessee game, crazy game. We have 5 starters suspended. No one gave us a chance. We opened the game up with a onside kick. And then, Terry, you and Javier just balled from there. Can you talk about how crazy that game was?
You did all right.
Go ahead, Terry.
Okay. Javi's still trying to get his phone together.
I'm good now. I just got back home. My bad.
Hey, man, I'm telling you, T-Mobile will cut you off in the T-Mobile store. You hear me?
Hey, I wouldn't know, Steve. I wouldn't know.
No, it was good though, man. That game, I just remember like you said, nobody gave us a shot. I don't think nobody expected us to win, and my mindset was like, this is a game, because it was a big game. Like Tennessee and Bama are always a big game, and I just remember like I got to put on a show, and I just wanted to ball out, man. And I was still trying to find myself and who I was as a running back. And I think at that time they kept saying we couldn't run the ball or we couldn't block, and it was all kind of stuff. And it just motivated me to go out there and do what I needed to do.
That's what's up, man. Hey, man, by the way, I meant to tell you too, man. It's really good having you here too, man. It's really emotional, man, that you come in and broadcasting away from the room you grew up in. That's really special, man. Just want to throw that out there.
That Javier's out again.
T-Mobile got him again.
He's on.
Nah, man, he on C-Spire. That's what he on. He on that C-Spire.
He's on.
Hey, what's happening, Javier? Somebody hit him with that water two telephone. Water two telephone.
Rosa on his back.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what happened to Javier. That same Hawaiian dude hit him again.
Hey, somebody say his phone powered by his steps. That was the first. Hey, Steve.
Hold on,
Javi was telling me about when he first met you. I think y'all was in the complex somewhere, and he was going to get a tattoo. How you remember this?
What is it?
He said he was going to get a tattoo, and you was talking about how black he was. Something about he had to put some white ink in his tattoo just to let it show
I
up.
don't remember.
You remember this?
Hey, man. I don't remember them days. I was on drugs. I was on drugs back then. I was on drugs back then. I don't remember. That man said white ink in his tattoo. That's awful. I didn't say that. I don't say half the things people say I say. Now, if you had said Marvin said it,
there they go. They hit him again.
They got him again.
No
más.
No es mi problema.
Hey, so I want to do something. Can Justin? I'm just asking you. You know, is it all right? Our next show, can we all wear a shirt like Steven? You know, the plaid shirts. I think
it's already ordered.
We all gonna dress like farmers. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
And then he got the principal edition on the short sleeve.
Yeah. Hey,
with the field day tomorrow. That boy ready to go out there.
Hey, Steve.
Coming to you live from Marion County, Alabama, the Bama Standard.
Well, I don't know if you want to run a school or sell Bibles. That boy.
Hey, Steve, so that man said your shirt made out of now later paper. Look.
Steve, you like you got a box full of Kirby vacuum cleaners in his trunk.
Look. We all know Marvin's me on a moped.
No.
Hey, hold on. Everybody stop. Let's stop. We don't wanna mess with the golden child of touchdown Alabama. We'll all get kicked off. We sorry.
Y'all good, man. I'm seeing crying my eyes out.
Steve, it looks like that he's about to knock on your door with a briefcase. Steve, it looks like he's about to knock on your door with a briefcase and say, "Let me tell you what I believe."
Hey man, hold up. Steve and them said that you said we can go on. Oh, no problem. I wrote a lot of them for you, Steve. Hold
on. Let me rein this in a little bit before Javier gets kicked off again. Guys, what was
wait, hold on. He got water now. He all right. He got the water now.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but
I know you don't. Your phone keep going out. Look,
But guys, what was the biggest difference between the Bama team that played Florida in 2008 and the Bama team that beat Florida in 2009? Javier, I'll let you start that before your minutes are up. And there we go.
See,
Find out
we
Javier
need-
really on the yard somewhere.
Yeah, Javier calling from a rotary dial cell phone.
Speaking. Look what I found. Look what I found.
Bo.
Hey,
What's
hold
up?
on, time out. Hey, Bo, I seen number 8 about to rough you up at the end of that game too. And on that last series, number 8, I seen him talking real tough to you at the end of the game, Bo.
Hell, you didn't.
I seen that. Hey, that little DB look like he was about to put you in the headlock, Bo.
Hey,
Hey, Bo. Hey, Bo. Hey, man, good game, man. Good game.
Yeah, good game, bro.
Good game, bro.
Now, why was 8 talking so much trash to you though?
Congratulations for nothing.
Nothing. Hey, Bo, I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon too, man. You did your thing. You were making them let you know you were there, and the man got up smiling after he knocked some people's teeth out. Gotta love that.
I want to say this, Bo. Why did they not give you the ball on the goal line?
Yeah, what's up with Jamar taking your carry?
Let me see. Jamar wasn't supposed to score. You know what I'm saying? So the plan was because we were gonna run the same play until they stopped it. So we already had the plan to run 3 Washington, then a quarterback sneak, and then come back to me. But once we ran, the other team pulled Jamar to the end zone so they can get the ball and try to score.
Bo got that Javier
Nah,
phone.
that ain't what happened.
Yeah, he does.
I know Jamar daddy. So Jamar was doing what Kenny would do and not following the play. Because that's something Kenny would have done. Kenny would, like, I seen something. No, Kenny, you ain't seen nothing, man.
Yeah.
Do your job. I guarantee you, Jamar pulled one of his daddy moves.
Was a play called 88 power right?
Nah,
Hey,
the
you
play
know what
call
I
was
was-
I seen something.
Hey,
Yeah.
man, hey, Bo, but I'm gonna tell you what I was most proud of, Bo. I'm gonna tell you what I was most proud of, real talk. When the game started, they didn't let you in the game at all. And it
But the
made me
camera
go back
was
to
on.
my days, and I'm like, man, I feel so proud right now. You know what I'm saying? But you went in the game, and I'm like, this was me back in the day. I just standing on the sideline watching. And I felt so privileged.
But
Yeah.
you look real good out there, brother. I see you picked
did.
up on the blocking schemes and the passing game real well, quickly. You know, you look real comfortable out there, man. So, hey, man, big shout. We looking forward to that next step in the progression.
Mm-hmm.
Do that work.
Hey, man, just
Do
don't
the
bring
work.
that damn phone on the field. Don't bring that phone on the field.
That phone right there.
Yeah, that phone right.
But Terry, if you could answer that question,
TG, you can hear me, TG?
What up, Bo?
You know where I'm at, don't you?
Yeah,
Hey.
look like you in somebody's kindergarten classroom. That's what it is.
TG know where that's at, man.
That
You
Johnny
sitting
Jackson
in one,
room over
hey, you
there.
sitting in one of them
Yeah.
12-inch chairs, Bo. With your knees on your chest.
Hey, you know what? I actually was sitting in the 12-inch chair today when I went to visit this Southampton middle school.
Oh,
With
okay.
elementary/middle school.
Okay, so you went to speak to the kids?
Yeah, we just went over there and played with them, had fun with sat in the class and asked them questions and stuff like
Wow.
Why
that.
you
Well,
didn't
you know
go to
what, man?
Steve
Well, you
Brown
know
room
what?
while you was
No.
there? Steve was
I
back
was
there
looking
with
for him.
You know what, man? I'm glad that you did that. I just want to ask you one question. When you went and talked to the kids, by any chance, you didn't let them touch your phone, did you? You ain't let them play with your phone.
I didn't have enough service for them to play with it.
See,
Hey, Terry, I got to ask this question, man. You and I talked about this on the phone. Can you tell these guys what happened when you met up with your former Bama teammate, Juwan Simpson, when y'all were in the CFL together?
Man,
thought you was
knocked
gonna
Juwan
ask
head
about
off
when
over
he
there.
came to meet me and work out at the crib, man. You talking about Juwan. You talking about light-skinned Leroy. All right, let's go. That's my guy, Juwan. That's my guy, man.
Hey, I ain't even know Juwan played in the CFL until I actually I blocked him, man. That's when I realized who he actually was. I I knew him from Bama, not shortly. He wasn't like somebody that I spent a lot of time with, but when he went to the CFL, I thought he had left by the time I got there. But we played him, and I wasn't playing much, so I wasn't paying attention to kind of who was over there. But I ended up blocking him and laid a good block on him during the game. And he called my name. I'm like, "Who is this dude?" He's like, "Man, it's Juwan." And that was the first time I had seen him in like 2 or 3 years at that point. I even heard of his name, but I ran into him that way.
That's what's up, man. That's
what's up.
So what's life after football been for you? How's it been going?
Man, it was a rough one, man. You got into a phase of where you didn't know which direction to go. I went straight to the streets. That's what I knew. That's where I come from. When you say small town, we joke about it, but that's normally where the drugs and you can get pretty much anything you want to get.
Okay, so hold on. Where's this again?
He's getting his Google Maps out. So you're saying
it might not even pop up on Google Maps. But yeah, I went to the streets, Steve, and you get that same feeling. I think I was telling Marvin, I got that same feeling, really, man, from selling drugs as you did on that football field. It just made you feel important.
Right.
It gave you that high, that sense of entitlement. Like, somebody needs you, they depending on you. So not knowing which direction I wanted to go. At the same time, I had opened up a restaurant when I was 24. Just cocky, arrogant. So I was in pretty much everything, Steve. And I was in Canada playing football, just trying to cycle money, trying to be the big dog again.
Right.
And landed into a federal prison for 4.5 years.
Wow. Hey man, that's quite a story, man. That's quite a story. You know what I'm saying? So and then you got out of prison and now you're doing your thing, and that's really good, man.
Yes,
unlike Marvin is still on probation, but it's okay. But so what's up, man? So do you ever go out and like speak to kids and stuff like that?
Not yet, man. I wish Hard was still on the line because me and him start fit the team up on some things and start going around Tampa, his hometown, and then we're gonna branch out to Mississippi and come to Alabama and start speaking to a few kids. We got a little autograph signing thing. I think, Bo, you in it too, huh?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let me say this. Let me say this to you brothers, man. First of all, man, y'all very talented. Love y'all to death, man. Y'all some good brothers. But listen, if y'all gonna go out and speak to people, make sure if you want to be successful, take it from me. I've been doing this over 25 years. If you want to be successful with Bo and Hob, make sure you speak to them folks in person. Don't talk to them over the phone because they probably gonna get dropped, and your message is not gonna get relayed. So just talk to them in person. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say.
Hey, them boys been getting cut off on every corner, Steve. On these
phone, man.
Every single one.
Talk to them in person. Yeah.
But
TG, what team you was at? TG, what team you was at in the CFL?
Hamilton Tiger Cats.
Oh yeah. My boy, one of my partners just went over there to Hamilton. I was gonna go over there to Toronto until the USFL called me.
Hey, Toronto, sweet man. Hey, it's sweet over there in Canada,
man, it is, man. I got crabs.
Yeah, we used to go there all the time when I was in Detroit.
Yeah, I got crabs in Toronto. It's off the chain.
Real quick, Bo and TG, if you would promote your autograph signing. Craig Young is the one who heads this up and does a lot for the Alabama guys. He's got you guys set up for something this summer. If you would kind of pop that real quick so the fans know where they can find you and when then they can start lining up.
Shout out to Craig.
Go ahead, Bo.
All right, so I think it's gonna be in the middle or end of July, sometime up in Birmingham. He's gonna give us more information up on it, but it's gonna be up in July, towards the end of July, around that time. I'm correct, right, TG?
Yeah, that's what he told me. He said he was gonna get back with us.
You were looking like you were looking like I was out, like I was way off.
No, you was on point. He told me the same thing.
Okay.
No,
cool.
he just looked like that. He just looked. Hey man, if y'all will do it like close to the end of July, like the 27th. That's my birthday. I love to come up and check that out, man.
Nobody want to see you walking around in that thong set you wear.
Best.
Craig Craig Young said it's gonna be in Bessemer. So
Oh,
bring
hell,
it.
wait a minute. Hold on.
Bessemer, hold on. Hey, trying to be the hardest in Bessemer, ain't that?
Hey, y'all let Javi know because his phone cut out before Craig could tell him.
Harvey got that Sam Wireless program. He got that
Gonna be the
supplemental
Bessemer-
nutrition program phone.
Bessemer flea market.
Hey, Justin, did TG tell you he moved like night and day?
Oh, really?
Yeah, man. Let me tell you.
Yeah, tell us that.
So I was here in the gym where I'm at right now talking to TG, telling him I'm finna go to Panama City for a spring break.
Okay.
So, like the next day, I go to Panama City, whatever. I get with Derek now. We go out. Derek wasn't old enough to drink yet. So they were trying to put Derek out, in the club. So we standing outside trying to get, talking to the people trying to get back in. So Nathan, I just feel somebody tap me and like, hey, yo. I'm like, I was like, oh, shit. I'm like, this PG, like, where you come from? Like, he like right there next to me. I was like, I just saw you yesterday up in Johnny Jill. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yeah. Like, it was crazy, man, because he was like, he didn't even say he was going. He didn't say nothing about it. And then I just feel somebody tap on me. I'm not expecting it to be him, you know what I'm saying? And it's him. I'm like, man, it's crazy.
Y'all didn't invite me? Y'all didn't invite me?
Hell no.
It was a decade ago, Marvin.
You were probably in Cabo.
Yeah.
Hey, he couldn't do nothing with that knee. He got that good knee now, though. Marvin, he can do anything with that thing he got now.
Now he can't. Now he can't. Now
Hey,
he
Bo,
can't.
ask TG. TG came and worked out with me a couple weeks ago. Ask him how it went down.
Hey man, that man Martin, it went down. But
So
Marvin,
TG,
don't let Marvin fool you. Marvin took that leg off and put it on the coffee table right now. It's on the coffee table.
So TG, did Marvin work out with you or he watched?
Nah, he worked out, man. Hey, Marvin got a mold on him, though. I can't even lie. He can go.
Okay,
Marvin can't do
so
man,
now
what
we can't say nothing about Marvin eating his little chicken sandwich and cheeseburger now.
Nah, he got a good mold. He got a good mold.
Hey man, y'all stop hyping Marvin up, man. Come on, man. Look at your boy,
Steve,
man.
you
Look
good?
at your boy,
Trust
man.
me.
Yeah,
You the most fit person at the nursing home. Ain't nobody gonna take it.
Speaking.
I know this. I'm starting to believe, Mar, that you at the nursing home because every time we get on here, you only in one or two places. That spot or your car.
Hey,
He
Bo,
don't want to see Barbara Jean there.
Hey, Bo. I was a fan. I really was. I was a fan.
He got comfortable, didn't he, Steve?
Now you gonna jump on Marvin's side? You gonna jump on the dude with one leg?
Hold on. How you expect for me to let you talk about me, but I can't joke on you?
No, I didn't
Hey,
say
Bo.
that. But look at Marvin.
Hey,
Man,
Bo,
listen, you been talking about my phone connection for 2 weeks now.
Hey man, okay, but Bo, you can't help but see Marvin got a bad leg and he walking in circles. That's all he do, walking circles.
hey, Bo, you notice he always get off at 7:55 p.m., right?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
Before they get him 8 p.m. them nighttime meds.
Man, Kai.
Hey, he be getting that cap full of them pills, that Geritol and all them vitamins. That was,
Hey, Justin, are you gonna stop this onslaught of
I am.
Golly. And Stephen M, you just sitting there looking. You ain't saying nothing. You just looking. Just looking.
I'm trying to read the comments at the bottom of the screen.
That's the problem. You
it probably
trying
look
to.
like 3 different people commenting you on it.
Marvin, you really on the roll,
Comments
Marvin.
like they in 3D.
Marvin, you really on the roll with that little leotard on. Hey, I went to the club with Marvin, and he was using the bathroom. I was using the bathroom, and when I got done, after he got done, he told me, "Hey man, do me a favor, and help me snap up." I'm like, "What do you mean?" You want me to go snap the leotard?
On that note, we're getting towards the end of our show,
You
unfortunately.
win. You win. I give you that one.
We're going to continue this.
I'm not coming back.
But Marvin, man, since we're about to close shop, as we always do, man, promote 40 Plus Strong and tell people what's all involved there and how they can get their hands on your book.
You can go to Amazon. You can look it up, Amazon, by the title, Physical and Mental Fitness at 40 Plus. And I'm just rehabbing. Well, I'm actually done with my rehab. Now I'm just focused on getting my strength back and getting back to where I used to be. So, my goal for the summer is, to go into my 43rd birthday at around 2% body fat. So, I just like to set goals for myself to keep myself moving. So that's where we at right now.
That's
I
what's
would
up.
say I don't like this dude, but his book is really that thing to get. So y'all make sure y'all go get that book. I can attest to that. I ain't looking like Marvin. I don't look malnourished, but like trust me.
Stab him at
You
him.
know what though? But
I use his workout gear too. So yeah.
But hold on. But I'll tell y'all something. A lot of people think that I live in the gym. I'm glad TG is on here. TG, do I or do I not turn that clock on and stop it on 75 minutes and be done?
Yeah, he be on point now. He on that clock.
I don't work out more than 75 minutes. Once it's 75 minutes, I'm done. That's all I do. And I do that every other day.
Now, Marvin, when you work out, what's the temperature of the room? What you set the temperature to?
I work out in adverse conditions.
Adverse.
Yeah, the heat is on. It's hot enough.
Well, listeners, if you are in the Atlanta area, hit up our boy Cyrus Jones, Atlanta Luxury Real Estate, to get you a house. His number's on the screen right there. Also, if you have any fencing needs, hit up our boy, another Bama Sci-Fi guy, DJ Petway, Precision Fencing. So
He
next
did a great
week,
job with Dustin Hog Pens down there in Mississippi. He do them too.
I'm gonna tell you something. As far as Cyrus, he gonna sell you a house, but if you ain't making them payments, he gonna intercept it. I promise you. He gonna do a pick six on your house. I promise you. Pay them bills, people. Pay your bills.
and also too, if you want to help fight the battle against ALS, help our guy Kerry Good, the Good Foundation, www.goodfoundation.org. Next week, before I turn it back over to Terry, we have another guest, probably one of the hardest hitting dudes in Alabama history. No, it's not Marvin. We already know that he's number one, but number 1B, our boy Trey DePriest is going to be here. So tune in for that.
Man,
Tune
Trey
in.
not hitting harder than Ruben.
Well, we can
Damn,
have
Joe
both.
hit it harder than me.
I gotta get at the bow on that one though. Ruben.
I tell you what, won't we have them both on here and let
Hey,
them
man.
argue their case?
Hey, hold on now. I ain't
do
gonna lie
that.
to you.
Let's do that.
Are y'all talking about Reuben Foster or Reuben Hill, the dude that hit me in my face? Because he hit hard. I ain't even lie to you.
Reuben Foster, the one who had Newports on the sideline.
Oh, Reuben Foster. Okay.
But yeah, Bo, if we can have a little
Newport
face off,
fingers.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get Ruben on here next week.
yeah, I want to have a little face off. Marvin, Reuben, and Trey. Let's let them talk. Let them go. So, folks, if you're still watching,
But
Now
I'm
I
gonna
met
win
somebody. I
automatically.
met someone who played high school against Marvin. They say he was just a man among boys. He was the biggest out there.
That's because I worked
Really?
hard and I was out there manhandling folks.
Marvin, you was out there with dress shoes
Hold
on.
on.
But
Marvin.
they did say Marvin them were beating people like 80-something-0.
Marvin wasn't doing nothing.
Marvin, have they finally taken your picture off Tuscaloosa County yet? They finally taken your picture down?
Nope. I'm on my rival high school wall of fame. That's how much work I put in. My rival high school put me on their wall of fame.
but Terry, I'm going to turn it back over to you, man. We definitely enjoyed having you on, and I want to have you back because there's a lot more of your story to be told, and we definitely need to have a lot of the young guys in here to hear what you got to say. But if you will, before we close out, tell us what your favorite moment or best play at Alabama was.
Best play.
Or favorite moment.
Man, probably, and not to be cliche, but Javier, man, Javier ran a kickoff. I think it was the winning kickoff return back against LSU. Man, we won the game. He closed it out with that kickoff or the punt return, maybe. and he closed the game out. Man, that was probably one of my absolute favorite moments. That's as loud as I ever heard the stadium. We was kind of starting to peak at that time, and that's when you kind of really realized that we was about to do some damage that year.
Hey man, you know what? That's good, but I mean, he was asking about your favorite moment. You know, like the girls in the dorm. Marvin ain't never had that. But you know the girls, the groupies. Tell them about. You know what I'm saying?
Hey Steve, I was really one of them dudes, man. I didn't go out. I was kind of one of them focused dudes, man, at the time. For us going out and stuff, man, I didn't.
What? You was? Hey, kill this interview. We don't want to talk. I thought we had some dirt on him. We had some dirt on him.
I used to grind, man. Hey, Bo might know a little bit more. Well, that goes.
He's on the Scarborough Wireless program that Javier's on too.
That's that Snap Wireless, that supplemental nutrition program from. You know,
Hey,
got
Bo,
free
you gotta get
reduced
them off
lunch.
me.
They give you a free internet and free phone.
Hey, I pay for everything on this mug.
What's up, Bo? You tell him.
Hey.
But you know what?
Hey, Steve,
That's right, Bo. You tell him.
Ask
But they
Bo
owe
what his
you.
lunch number is.
Well, my lunch number, I think it used to be 1997.25.
You're going down there to the high school getting that free. Come on, Bo. You going to the high school. Get
Hey,
free
I
lunch.
can't wait till this summer come and they have free lunch. I'm gonna be the first one on the bus.
On that note, great show, guys. And for the TDA audience, we appreciate you tuning in. Shout out to all the people who donated to us via the super chat. You guys are the real superstars. Y'all have a
We
great
gonna get
night.
some Thunderbird now. Thank you.
That's it.
MD 2020.
Hey, can we tell the people how to follow us on social media? Can you
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so, look, all
Here
of
we
you
go.
that's watching, man, if y'all will
You
follow
gonna
me.
give them
I'm gonna tell them. Follow me.
929,
Follow me on Cash
that's-
App. On Cash App. That's it. Follow me on Cash App.
You gonna give them your IG, Steve? Hot girl 929.
Hey man, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, Comic Steve Brown, one word, Comic Steve Brown. Also my fan page, All Things Steve Brown. And that's it, man. Also, Marvin's Instagram and Twitter is Nasty Negro No Shirt. Hashtag baby oil. Hashtag baby oil.
You can find
And
me
also,
at,
y'all can follow my friend Stephen M. Smith. Now you see me, now you don't. Look.
Constant 45. That's my IG if you want to follow me. Constant 45.
Bo, how can they follow you on social media?
Man, 5-star bowl, man.
That's the 5-star right there. That's my dude. I'm still a fan, man. Even though you abused me on your man, you hurt me, Bo. But I'm still a fan.
You know how many times you done got on here and insulted me?
I don't remember.
Steve Bo over here like, all my life I had to fight.
Hey,
man,
sometimes you be scared to say anything to Steve because once you say one thing, he gonna ride you out for the next hour.
The whole show.
I go at him.
Hey, so Terry, is there any type of is it any type of fund we can like donate to as far as what you got going on? Because we're gonna need you to get out your mama house. This time you're a grown man. Get out your mama room now. That's a grown man.
This the TV room right here, Steve. This the best room in the house.
Oh my God, this man will not leave his mama.
TD, you got any social media you want to promote, man? You on there? Your MySpace page, something?
No, I'm getting out. Crazy for I ain't never even had a social media. My niece built me one for my little workout routine thing, but it's New Life Fitness, man. It's on Instagram.
Okay.
That's what's up. Hey, great show, guys. Y'all tune in next week, and we'll be right here waiting on you. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, baby.
That is.